I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, author and expert media contributor of real estate knowledge. And I do what I do because I love helping people achieve their goals through real estate. Some of the things that I do to overcome fear is I imagine the worst. What's the worst that could happen? Is it going to kill me, or will I just, get a little bit embarrassed or not feel 100%? What's the worst that could happen? If you're in sales, you're making a bunch of calls, what's the worst that can happen? Someone's going to yell at you, don't call me on the phone, okay? That's fine. It's not going to kill you. So imagine the worst and move on from it. Another one is don't try to be this perfect person. Don't try to have everything perfect because you'll never get there. We are our own worst critic. And so you want to make sure that you move forward in realizing and knowing that's not going to be perfect. And another one is focus on your positives. What's the positive and what's the outcome? If you overcome your fear and you get past your challenge and you do the thing that you had fear on, what's the outcome? Is it going to be positive? Is it going to be a great thing? Are you going to have more sales? Land that job that you've been vying for? What is going to happen? And if it's positive, then conquer your fear and move forward. For me, the biggest driver that keeps me going is actually family and knowing my why. So my why is my family. My family drives me every day to be better at what I do and to learn more and to be more competitive in the market, especially real estate and whatnot. And so knowing what your why is very important because it will minimize that fear. When you have a lot of fear, it's usually because you're not prepared or you don't feel like you're good enough. And so when you have a strong why behind you, which a lot of life coaches out there share this, it's your why is why you do what you do. Why do you get up? Why do you want a better job? Why do you want more money? Why do you want a better car? Why do you want these things? When you have a strong why, it will minimize that fear and you'll go forward. Also, keeping your goals in front of you. Keeping your goals in front of you reminds you of why you're working. Hey, if you want to accomplish something in a specific year, right? Your deadline is the end of the year. Have that in front of you. Have something in front of you. For me, I keep an old school binder with a picture and a specific goal with a deadline of what I want to achieve. And I look at that pretty much daily, actually. So knowing what your goals are, having them in front of you will minimize that fear. And the third one is feed your mind. Put positive things in your head. Read up on other people that have had fear and have accomplished their goals. Read about success stories. Don't watch a whole lot of TV. Okay, watch motivational clips on YouTube. Okay, put positivity in your head so that you are driven, right? It drives you, it gets you going. And if that doesn't work, play your favorite songs, play your favorite music to keep you going. All right, I'm telling you, it works. But do these things. So know your why, keep your goals in front of you, and feed your mind with positive things, okay, daily. If you do that, your fear will minimize and you'll move forward. So I'm going to share with you some tips on how to actually overcome fear. And so first one is you should actually realize that fear is false evidence appearing real. It's false. It's not real. Fear is just your mind telling you, oh, it's unsafe, it's uncomfortable, don't do it. Okay? But your brain doesn't know if it's something big or small. So if you're looking to bungee jump, yeah, that's a big thing. Your brain is saying this might not be a good idea. Although people do that. Or it may be saying, it's not a good idea for you to, call someone that you don't know or apply for that job because you only have 4 out of 5 skills that they're looking for. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Okay. Your brain doesn't know if it's big or small. So knowing that fear is false evidence appearing real will really help you get past that being stuck. Another one is, analyze the situation. So hold up, take a step back, analyze the situation. How bad is this really? Okay, I got to pick up the phone and make some calls to get some appointments. Is that really bad? Is it as bad as I'm thinking? Or is it something that I could easily just think, you know what, I can do this. What's the worst that's going to happen, right? I'm on the phone. Take a step back and analyze this situation. And another one is actually stepping out of that comfort zone. This is my favorite. Nothing happens when you're stuck in your comfort zone. Nothing's going to happen. You're going to be stuck. Matter of fact, many people stay stuck in their comfort zone the rest of their lives. Okay, so remember when you were a kid and you weren't in a comfort zone, you were doing all kinds of stuff, right? Maybe you were jumping ramps with your bike, or jumping on that skateboard that you weren't very good at least that was my personal experience, had some scraped up knees. But we didn't care, right? But somehow when we get to be adults, we get sucked into this comfort zone, and then no, I'm just going to tread along. So if you get out of your comfort zone, you'll do great things. And so reminding yourself that hey, if I do what I feel is uncomfortable, within reason, don't get me wrong, but if I do what I feel is uncomfortable to move forward in my career, my sales, whatever the case may be, okay, I will be able to move forward. Okay, so stepping out of your comfort zone, one of my favorite things. If you get out of that, accomplish, you will do well. To me, my definition of success is when you wake up mostly happy and you have a purpose of what you're doing. So for me, it's real estate. I didn't always have a purpose in life. I didn't always wake up loving what I do. I mean, I've had jobs where I've hated it. And fear held me back. In my childhood, I had a speech impediment, and it was holding me back on a lot of things. Didn't make a lot of friends until I actually got that under control. But when you get up every day and you love what you do, okay, at least 90%, and you're excited to get your projects done, you have a bunch of things going on, you feel like you're making a difference in someone else's life, that to me is the definition of success. And so to hyper focus on what I do in real estate, I get to see home buyers get keys to a home, and that is very rewarding. And so I got myself in this position of being happy about loving what I do and having purpose and drive and motivation simply because I stepped out of my comfort zone, like I mentioned earlier. So don't let fear paralyze you, and just know that you can minimize fear with these tips that I've shared.